In 1923, a German banker named Friedrich Hecker watched his entire life savings, 3 decades of careful accumulation through government bonds, a pension, and a solid savings account at a respected Berlin bank, become worthless. All denominated in marks, all reduced to less than the price of a single cup of coffee by November. Just 40 miles outside the city, a simple wheat farmer with no formal education, no sophisticated investments, and no elite connections was richer than ever. His grain's value rose daily. Desperate city dwellers traded pianos, fur coats, and family heirlooms for sacks of flour. What separated them wasn't luck, timing, or intelligence. It was what they held. If you dismiss this as ancient history irrelevant today, consider, every single fiat currency in recorded history has either collapsed outright or lost the vast majority of its value. Every one. The US dollar itself has shed over 96% of its purchasing power since 1913, when the Federal Reserve was created. We're not exempt from the pattern, we're squarely inside it. This pattern, specific assets surviving while everything else evaporates, repeats across 4,000 years of financial collapses, hyperinflations, and currency crises. The names change. The nature never does. Not speculative plots or lines on a spreadsheet, land that actually produces food, minerals, timber, water access. When currencies fail, the economy doesn't vanish. People still eat, need shelter, fuel, and raw materials. Whoever controls the source holds real power. In Weimar Germany, farmers who owned their land outright became the new elite overnight. They demanded payment in gold, foreign currency, or barter goods. A pig farmer could trade one hog for a grand piano that once cost a banker 3 months' salary. Historical accounts confirm it. Why? Land generates intrinsic value independent of any currency. A bushel of wheat feeds a family whether the dollar buys 100 cents worth or half a cent. That detachment from the monetary system makes productive land the oldest crisis-proof asset in human history. When official money breaks, society needs a replacement immediately, not eventually. For millennia, humans default to gold because it's recognizable, divisible, portable, durable, and no government can print more. The pattern repeated in Argentina's 1980s crisis, Russia's 1990s meltdown, Venezuela's 2010s disaster. Gold doesn't perform mystically, it wins because, when trust in paper evaporates, people revert to the oldest, most reliable monetary technology. Gold doesn't make you rich in calm times. It keeps you solvent when everyone else is broke. That's its unique role. Not every company survives crises, most don't. But a select type thrives, those selling essentials people can't quit, with the ability to raise prices as fast as inflation surges. In Brazil's 1980s hyperinflation, thousands of percent annually, supermarkets repriced shelves multiple times a day. Essential goods companies kept real profits, fixed-price contract businesses got crushed. The rule is universal. In Argentina, Turkey, anywhere inflation rages, survivors pass costs instantly to consumers with no alternatives. That's not greed, it's structural reality. Pricing power preserves purchasing power. This divides the wealthy from the middle class in nearly every modern crisis. The affluent move funds offshore or into dollar assets early. The middle class, holding everything local, bank accounts, bonds, pensions, watches it vanish. The logic is merciless: wealth tied to a failing currency fails with it. Wealth in something else watches the storm from safety. When instability hits, demand for dollars or francs explodes, not as investment thesis, but as escape. Capital controls, governments blocking outflows, signal the crisis is accelerating. People are already fleeing. Not flipping for screen gains, tangible buildings people need. You can't print apartments, inflate away concrete, steel, or labor. In early 1990s post-Soviet Russia, as the ruble collapsed, Moscow apartment owners, often privatized for free, found their walls and roofs became their most valuable asset. Ruble-denominated everything evaporated, physical shelter endured. Real estate survives for the same reason land does: it's outside the currency system. People always need places to live. You can redefine money, you can't erase the need for shelter. In Hungary's 1946 hyperinflation, worst ever recorded, prices doubling every 15 hours, fixed salary government workers were destroyed. Skilled tradespeople who set daily rates ate well.
This isn't feel-good self-improvement advice, it's hard economics.
Currency failure pushes economies toward barter-like conditions. In barter, the person fixing your pipes, healing your family, or repairing your vehicle holds more power than any bondholder. The historical scorecard across 4,000 years, from ancient Rome debasing silver coins, to revolutionary France, Weimar Germany, modern Venezuela, the same 6 categories absorb wealth fleeing collapsing currency: productive land, gold, businesses with pricing power, foreign stable currency holdings, physical real estate, essential skills, the destroyed
holders of responsible assets, savings accounts, government bonds, pensions, fixed income instruments, the ones advisors label safe, right until they're not.
Uncomfortable truth: monetary stability is civilization's exception, not default.
Most currencies eventually fail or devalue massively.
This isn't prophecy, no one predicts exact timing or form, sudden crash or gradual grind.
But the pattern of what survives has held for millennia without exception.
When the next one arrives, and the record insists there will be one, what you knew won't matter.
Only what you held will. Drop in the comments, which of these 6 do you actually own right now? I read every one.